Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shay Seeking, and I'm back with another video. All right, I think I fell asleep for like an hour or something, and I'm back up. So there's a lot of running and hiding or something right now. There's a lot of other darker energies or other energies poking their heads out the woodworks. I heard she worked hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. So you better treat her right. So it could be somebody out there working hard for the money, but they're not getting it at all. They're not getting the money, power. Well, I don't know about the power. They're not getting the money, respect, or recognition from certain people. And that's really not important, I don't think, to me. I just think it's dangerous. It's a dangerous game because if you put somebody in some competition or you put somebody in something that they don't understand or something like this, why are you trying to make it even so much more burdensome that you're trying to shut down receptors in this person's mind so they can't compete at their full potential? What are you so afraid of? That's what I've been told to ask. What are these and what does it prove that these people are doing this? Messing with somebody's momentum or their mind or mannerisms or something like this in order to force some type of fall or something like this. Okay. So somebody's been working hard for the money, but they ain't been getting any. All right. So I feel like somebody wanted to see somebody as the Empress. They said they were sad about what these people was doing to this Empress, or because she was sitting a little bit higher than the rest of these cards when we had them out here. Yeah, I feel like this also has to do with breeding with other people of your kind or something too. Like this is not nothing, whatever. Just because somebody is the most high or the most powerful doesn't mean that they shouldn't have the same opportunities to co-create with their same group or people that God are sending in to work with them. Um, just because somebody is well endowed, it doesn't mean that you keep trying to beat them or strip them while they're playing a competition. Then again, that's not a competition, is it? Um, it's something like that. Um, Now we was gonna go back on these cards, but something is telling me also to go back to that time in that apartment right before 9/11. Um, See, I want to go in on these cards, but I wonder is it even that important? Because this was kind of self-explanatory earlier. And I want to use these particular cards. No, I'm gonna use the other ones because I feel like there's some dirty more entity here. Okay. I'm thinking about on Moana when he was like, "Oh, those dirty Moors," and then they were coming up, trying to take the thing from Moana or whatever, take the heart. So this could be some Moorish energy. This could be who these guys were. If I wasn't able to see with that eye back then, okay, they could have split me. Um, and that this part of me that was dealing with this life here, maybe didn't have my eye. They could have even took the eye and gave it to this cousin. These Moors could have took my eye or took something from me and gave it to this cousin Tiffany because she had a baby with one of them. They could have also paired up with my Taurus's friends because okay, okay, because they kind of had some friends that was mixed up together. Okay. Um, all right, let's go back to the storyline. I'm gonna use these. So we're just gonna talk and pull. Um, so when the 9/11 happened, and we already talked about what that is. I feel like that's when they tried to change destiny here. That's when they tried to do a destiny swap. Okay. Um, Now I remember I was kind of talking to Mr. Biggs. Okay, we're just using last names around that time, and yeah, because I think that that's where he picked us up from. The tourist was kind of staying with me or whatever. I was telling y'all about that story about my auntie. I remember my dad did tell me the story I told y'all about my auntie was upset with me because she I moved into that studio apartment, but if my dad owns it, even though it's attached to my grandma's house, and I had to he was like, "Yeah, just pay her like $100 or $150 for the electric bill. You don't have to pay me nothing." But then my auntie came up with the figure that she wanted like $250. So just not even arguing with her. It's just like, oh well, we don't care. The $250 ain't even nothing. We'll just give her the $250. But when she found out that Taurus was staying there sometimes with me, she said that he would have to pay $250 too. Now I told y'all this apartment ain't no bigger than my living room right now. The studio was no bigger than my apartment. I mean, than my living room right now. And I do got a pretty large living room though. And we wasn't even cooking or nothing there. You know what I'm saying? We was going out to eat all the time. We was still young. You know, we was eating out. And I really didn't like the place. I didn't like the kitchen that much. You know what I'm saying? um and things like this, okay? My dad had already warned me that it might be some problems with a rodent or something like this. And so I just am that type of person. Um, I think that even one of the reasons why I was leaving one of my apartments is because we seen a roach. And I'm like, oh hell no, we got to go from here. I got babies. I'm not getting no roach in my baby ear. And we ended up moving out of the apartment. So I don't play no shit like that. Okay. So that was something else that I wanted to go ahead and document because this is kind of like that for me in case I don't make it. So, um, what was I gonna say? So that was preposterous to me. She was trying to implement rules that they have in the big house because the big house was mainly once my grandma passed away, the big children that never left the house. It was basically a house for them and their children. But my dad was the one paying the taxes there, and my dad was the one that had the house in his name. Um, I think he had it in his name, and then my uncle Al or Aaron was supposed to help him. Um, keep up with it. Okay. Um, so like I said, all the older people that maybe didn't work really like no real jobs. Like my uncle John lived in the basement. He used to do work for my uncle Aaron and for my dad in their apartments. You know, they used to do stuff like that. Okay. And my auntie Risa just stayed at home her whole life. I never seen her leave out the house but to go to the grocery store. And you know, she would babysit. She babysitted most of the children in the family and some other children in the community. Okay. You know, the children of boyfriends and girlfriends that came and went within the family. You know, she was the babysitter. Okay. Um, that's why I think somebody's trying to implement that on me. They're trying to have me be the one sitting there taking care of the next rundown of children or something. I don't know why somebody's trying to grandmother me when I have so much. It's like these people try to stall me out for a long time without giving me the basic necessary um tribal or whatever communication or upgrades or information or whatever this would be. So somebody could be saying that somebody's a grown ass woman, but these people know that they were doing spell work, witchcraft. I don't know about nobody else. I don't think this happened to anybody else. Okay, that are these children that are on the rise that are my age or a little bit older or maybe a little bit younger. This did not happen to nobody. They only did this to the Christ. They only did this to the Yeshua energy. All right. So what they're forgetting to say is that a lot of people force this implement on at least my energy. Now, if they had this masculine energy and they gave him fame and stuff like this, and when they separated us or try to separate us or whatever, if they gave him a higher up elevated status and made him famous or something like this, then the people that was around him was handlers. Just like down here, just regular motherfuckers was probably my handlers. You understand? So we're going back to the apartment or whatever. I said, that's ridiculous. I'm not paying that. And that's just, they're going to be fine. We just ain't going to be talking or something like this or whatever. But that's crazy as hell. I'm not paying that. I was just paying that in my whole full apartment, my whole full 1-bedroom apartment. I came here to stack up a little bit of money just to get another apartment. I'm not staying here forever. So that would have defied it would have defied everything that we were doing. But okay. And I think that was the second time that I had, the third time that I stayed there, because we stayed there when I was little, when my mom and dad first got the divorce. Me and my dad and my sister stayed there, so it'd be easy for us to go next door and get babysit by my auntie. Um, and even at that time, that's when we didn't have to go out the front door of the studio and go all the way around to the big house and knock on the door. It was a slide up door that he built, a secret door that he built, so that when we wake up, we could just get dressed and eat our cereal or whatever what we want to eat, and then we would go downstairs, jump in my Uncle John room, and then we would jump down into in my Uncle John. I think he had an extra bed on the other side of his room where my Uncle Jesse used to live there. But a long time, Jesse wasn't there. It was just the extra bed, okay? And if one of the other brothers came back, you know what I'm saying, they might stay in that bed or something like this. So we would jump down on the empty bed or whatever. Or I think it might have been my Uncle Clarence might have been staying there for a little bit of time, but we would jump on the bed and we would leave out the room and we would go upstairs to Reese's room. And then that's when we'd start getting babysit, okay? Um, and then the second time I was a teenager, so I had my own little studio apartment. And my dad would just give me money every weekend, and then, I would just do whatever I want to do. Um, and then the third time I already had a 2 year old or two, she was about 2 or 3 years old when we stayed there. And then whatever. So it's making me think about the book The Spring. So let's get into it. All right. It's making me think about the book The Spring. Okay. Because it says when you smoke with people, when you be careful about who you puff pass with, because when you smoke with people, you're interlocking your energy, just like a native thing. Now that could have been tobacco. I don't know what they were smoking in that book. Okay. I don't know what they were smoking in that book, but I'm guessing it could be marijuana or cannabis or um it could be cannabis or tobacco or whatever. And so I remember one time we was all kicking it or whatever, right? And so, it was kind of cool because I got a little bit of time to spend with the yeah, something is hidden about this night. Okay. This is what somebody's telling me to go back to. Um so this was like what, 2000, maybe 2009 to 2011 ish. Yeah, 2009 to 2000. Wait, no, because it's just weird. Because I know me and Taurus were in the apartment in Zion, and then we were about to break up. I was trying to break up with him again, because I'm like, it's just something else out there for me or something like this. Like, I have to try this on my own. And if my dad gonna let me stay there by myself, I might as well see if I know how to get a job. I might as well see if I know how to do these things or whatever, woo de woo, so I could raise my child or whatever. And then Tori was like, no, 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 no. And I was like, you just go back to your mom's house and whatever, whatever. And then he's like, no, no, no. I want to go with you or whatever. I'm not going letting you go by yourself or something like this. I want to go with you, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, okay. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what got me to say that. I don't know, because I there could have been other things. It wasn't like nothing really bad or nothing. It wasn't like nothing really bad. And I remember I keep saying this thing because I remember Candy and Natalie got really cool. And then I think they got cool with Jessica too. And they was doing their own thing. They became like a little trio, I think, for a second. But I had a child, so I couldn't kick it like I used to. But sometimes Jessica may come over and sit, and we'll just smoke or whatever and chill, or we'll just sit there and chill or whatever. And while he was at work or whatever. And then by the time he come to work, she already be gone, whoop de woo. So I would have never thought that my Taurus was messing with, unless these girls had already been taken. Because I'm getting this John the Baptist energy could have been around me at that time, trying to do some soft kill or it's something about strangulate. It's something about some spell work or something like this. Okay. And I remember a girl named Antonia lived across the hall from me, and a girl named Tomika that we went to school with, we was kind of familiar with. She lived upstairs, and she had a whole bunch of kids or whatever. And so in that apartment in Zion or whatever. But I was leaving, okay. Um, and I'm saying unless they was already doing this manipulation, because Taurus used to have to go home. And another thing that I had just gotten him out of is he would have to go home to he would say he was going to his mom's house after work to take his shower before he come home. It's just easier for him to do that. Okay. It's the type of work he had. his clothes was dirty or whatever. And so I finally got him enough, because I think that was our first apartment. Yeah, I think so. Um, and I had finally gotten him to the point where it's like, no, this is your home. We have it together, and you're gonna be taking your shower here. You don't need to stop at your mom's house. That's so weird or whatever. And sometimes he would have his mom cook him something or something. But unless they already was swapping this man out, unless they was already swapping him out, and that's why he went to his mom's. Because I remember in my journal from school that I still had here. I don't know if somebody else took it. I don't know if somebody took it or something like this because it was just sitting out, I think, on this thing here. But I kept that journal since 1995 or something from high school. And it said something, why don't you ever come here? You always go there or something like this. But it was like another woman was in my energy and she was saying, you never come by us. You always go home to her or something like this. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's just strange how it was written because the only two people wrote in that journal was me and my friend Candy. All right. But I'm starting to notice little traces of spell work that she could have been writing in that damn book even from back then. You get me? So we ain't gonna talk about it right now because it, it's kind of like a setup. Like these people they could be future tellers, they could be foreseers or something like this. Okay, they could be foreseers also because they tapped into my energy or they did something to my third eye, right? Because I told y'all about the psychic vision that I had when I first moved over there, and my friend was telling me I always had these kind of visions. That's why I could always look at grown-ups and stuff and tell when they was lying, but I never spoke on it. I just kept quiet. But that day she was telling me about that accident or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. It's almost like you are like your father from the start. You a devil like your father from the start, or a murderer like your father from the start. Because she was telling me, this friend that I had, she was telling me that she was with the Jay-Z lookalike boyfriend. She was telling me that she was going over to a girl's house to fight her because she found out that he was messing with her. And they was arguing or whatever. They was in the street fighting or something like this. And that something happened. She got back in her car and she ended up running over this girl. But she said not like this. She said she ended up just hitting her with her car, or the girl was hanging on her car when she was telling me the story. But my brain, I've always had this. Now I feel like somebody took the vision part away from me, but my mind still can recalibrate people's stories when they telling a lie. It's the same way with the Bible. I have that gift when I'm reading the Bible. I can tell if we're in a different season right now. I can tell that that's not the way it really happened. That's the part where the victors or a scribe that was trying to be playing favoritism, that shit ain't how it went now. Okay. So but I could see the girl up under the damn car wheel crunched up, right? And that was the last vision that I had. And I feel like she knew. See those, so this so-called BFF could have always been a Siamese twin of mine. They could have always had her on the radar, but once I witnessed that, they could have swapped her out, right? And then she could have been a people under the stairs or a karmic or somebody in the background. They could have took that deal. Since I seen that, they could have took that deal and they could have went into the darkness or whatever. Okay. This is like a secret type of lifestyle. Maybe change their name. Maybe they just take a low profile, something like this. They can never probably return back to the city because there's already somebody replacing them in the Truman Show. So I remember seeing that vision. Okay. This is what we're going back to this because this make me think about as a babe or a young person. They could have took my eyesight, that part of my eye that would be able to put the words being put right and the vision. Somebody could have took that other eye so that I can't put the two together. My best way is to describe something to someone now. Okay. um I just went blank. So like I said, a couple years later, well, years later after that, then this is what happened. Her father ended up running over somebody when I guess he was drinking and driving. He ran over somebody and he killed this person. But when I was reading a newspaper article for it, I don't know why I was seeing, like I said, my father's image. So this is very strange to me. Even if they trying to say my father is the devil, then that would be a battle against Diablo and the devil. Or that her father would be Diablo and my father. But see, we talking about energy shift because it's almost like they took some people from the Midwest and took them down to Mexico and did a swap sometime during this story here. Or that can been a devil energy coming up against my dad, which would have been maybe a son of God. All right. So a wardrobe witch could have always had a hold of this father. You get what I'm saying? These witches, there was something about these witches and this father. It wouldn't be something that it would have been obvious to me or nothing that would have been characterized in front of me. I would have to think back to see. He didn't ever bring a whole bunch of women around me or nothing like that. I was raised by my dad. But it's something about the unseen, okay? And so that's what I feel like could have happened there, okay? So there's not one time that I haven't been persecuted in my life. I feel like on a spiritual level, I was just blindfolded to all of it. Now, there's so much stuff that they've been doing behind the scenes with trying to catch me up in something or create stumbling block. I feel like within the past 3 years, this is just the first time the area that somebody tried to place me in here could be a valley of old elephant bones, meaning this could be where the older ones or the ones that get rejected from our hometown, they end up northern sections like here. And so wherever this placement is, this opened up a whole new world here. All right. So this was the first time that I could maybe even be able to grab onto it and fight back. So it's like somebody like, girl, people been playing you for all your life. Girl, you've been letting people take advantage of you, but you didn't never have the eyesight to detect or pick up on what these people was doing. So there could have been a million things that happened to me in my sleep or when I was blind or something like this. Okay. When I was blindfolded, that I maybe didn't never see fully taken advantage of by different entities because this village seemed like it's full of entities or this is where the mishaps go or something like this or the heathens grow. They weren't ever supposed to touch me, but I feel like something changed. There's a leadership role switch or somebody has passed away or something, and that's why I was supposed to be able to get this with this fit finances from this will and go and start me a new life somewhere else. But I feel like somebody took that opportunity. These flowers, these people, these witches, these heathens, these peers, these co-workers at jobs, these people that was filling in the Truman Show, they think that that's the collective that probably made my world go round at some point in time, which I wouldn't have known about and I didn't have nothing to do with or whatever. But they feel like they deserve this money that I don't, right? So this is like a forced impediment on my part. So if somebody's saying this person is old enough to know or be tried as an adult, really not. Because all these people would have learned certain things about law, legalese. They would be already prepared to fight these battles or get in and out of trouble quickly or something like this. But I did not get taught like this group of vandals or these forever youngers or these never be royals or these renegade people. They should be lucky that they got these gifts and quality or information to go on and further themselves. I would actually be the king or the queen or the empress and be stuck in a pit with nobody thinking like ha ha, like they was doing the Simba, the hyenas, ha ha. Oh, you think you're gonna be a king, our king one day? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why I feel like this is why I want the maximum punishment for these people. So let's go back to the house. Now, this is taking me back. Something is taking me back to that night. Okay. Here's the moon energy. So I had moved there and everything. We're staying there or whatever. He would work or whatever and things like this. And then he would just come home or whatever like this. But okay. See, because I feel like they wanted me to get close enough to one of these masculine energies here, so they can try to implement something. They did something secret here. They did a womb swap. They did something here, even there. Okay. I remember my friend, my supposed cousin Gardner. We're just gonna call her Gardner, one of the Gardner girls. Was trying to hook me up with this one guy or whatever. I feel like that could have been a variation of somebody trying to get somebody to bite an apple or something like this. But these people knew the whole storyline. Mind you, say that this Truman Show, but everybody here is programmed in the mind with the Bible. So they're just trying to think of where to go to trap up Jesus, blind Jesus, and then or the Christ, and then cause these stump. So they could have been. They just was playing with me. It's like this is all these people's handlers just playing, leading me right up to the mouth of lions and shit like this, and seeing, wow, this person got out of it. Or how did she get out of that? You know, they were playing around. It seems to me, instead of doing their job and being a good shepherd or something. So that's why they don't get another chance this time. All them girls that I listed on that page earlier. So they had more knowledge than me at that point. And they were trusted to be around me, I feel. All right? So one night, we was all kicking it. My cousin them came through. Okay? Motherfuckers is acting stupid. Okay? They probably had about 20 blunts. Okay? And we was all in that apartment or whatever. My daughter was I think next door with my auntie next door with my auntie Risa. And I think that's the night that I met like my cousin Tiffany's boyfriend Blaine and his brother Blonde or whatever. I don't know, these guys or whatever. I end up finding out that Taurus knew these guys. Maybe. Now, mind you, I'm wondering if when I first, if me and Taurus was already over here in this apartment for a couple months or something, I'm wondering, did they do something to the real Taurus when I was already in that apartment, and they replaced it with a North Chicago version of this Taurus? Because I really do think that they have this person cloned from our hometown. They have a clone of him still in that old town. They have a clone of him somewhere else, all the way up to from Chicago, all the way up to Milwaukee, and probably other places in this country. This is what I believe. Because if I lay, that don't mean that this have to be. You get what I'm saying? You have to see how I think, though. If you lay the map of Israel, I think on top of where we live right now, it looks very familiar to this area from Chicago to Milwaukee, in a sense. Now you might be able to lay it somewhere else in this nation and get the same type of, and get because it's a real close-up map. That's why I don't like the Bible having those close-up maps. I wish they had like fuller maps or something like this. But anyways. So this could be what this is now. Because maybe these people can't go across ley lines or red lines or something like this. Or these whatever lines that they're putting down right now. These borders or whatever. So they all come over. I don't know, it's about 10 of us in there, okay? And we all laughing and everything, kicking it or whatever, talking shit, whatever. And then it turned into a roasting match, right? And it was me against like all these guys or whatever. And I remember it came down to see the colonel. See, I'm seeing the colonel or whatever his name is in the in the clue deck, okay? Colonel Mustard, okay? Because this is what's standing out to me. Because he's like, yeah, you got all them boxes. He was like, yeah, you got Wick or something like this. You got all them boxes of that cereal on top of that refrigerator or something. I said, and I don't know. It was something about him looking like the dude from the Colonel from Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't know. It just got crazy or whatever. This roasting match, okay? And so, yeah, I just remember that night that I think somebody could have got real mad. and I feel like whatever this is, this could be another time where me and this Taurus or me and my original person was not aware of what we were or whatever like this, or it was our innocence or or it could have been an impediment that was placed on us, or it could have also been ignorance, okay, or lack of knowledge, okay, like God says, all right. Now, God don't say how his children get this lack of knowledge. He just said, my children perish because of lack of knowledge. Now, if they find us when we're little and they do something that can damage our brains so we can have lack of knowledge, that could be just what that is. It could be something that could be irreversible, possibly. There's supposed to be angels or other entities that would be a part of doing that once they're aware. And they're refusing or they have refused to do something. So that's just kind of tripping me out a little bit, okay? Because when I look at the pictures of my Taurus and the pictures that I took of him while we was in that little apartment, there is something very, and I think I was on this thing when I looked at that picture last time of him holding my daughter. And I was like, why do he look so sinister? He looked like if it's an underworld king looking motherfucker, this is him. You know what I'm saying? Because I be trying to go through the timeline to see when they could have swapped out. Why didn't I notice? Yeah, his nose was a little bit different back then, but his demeanor was always somewhat kind to me. Not lovey-dovey or anything like that, but I didn't feel afraid when I was around him or something like this. I don't think. But we know that the devil can also this could be a good guy, okay? Literally. I'm just hearing Chucky, but I'm looking how much Chucky kind of looked like my uncle Jeffrey and his son Jeffrey Jr. Now this could be because I don't know, this karma bites energy kind of look like one of my cousins too. But I know I don't think she is, but if they try to do a splice or a replica or something like this, I don't know. It's something weird about her energy. So, okay, this could be why this person is acting like she the baddest in the building, because these people could have did something too. Like I said, if this is the trumpet energy, they could have did something to this trumpet, and that uncle could be, because his mannerisms remind me of my uncle, and that could be who's wearing that hat right now. You understand? And so that would be crazy if trumpet is supposed to be my feather, but these people, my family members from the or second generationer, could have took over that estate and keep on pretending like that's who they are. And so this person, it's a stolen goods, but these people is acting like, I'm saying, what if this is the case? And these people are acting like these could be the mind control mayhem makers. So when that equipment was left at 9/11, after 9/11, in the war on Iraq, this could have been placed in an area where these people could have got a hold of it and took it over and started using it for other purposes. Now, as long as I was shutting up and didn't know what happened, these family members or these community members or whoever got a hold of this equipment that they trying to make you think is overseas somewhere when that shit can be right here in the Midwest. As long as I was quiet and I didn't know what was going on, they were siphoning people, pulling people in. Yeah, we got this, we got this. She can never know. Take the oath of silence. She can never know. Celebrities and all. You understand? Some of these motherfuckers could be actual time travelers. Somebody might not know what was going on underneath their nose while they stepped out. Somebody could have thought they could have trusted this uncle and nothing funny was going to ever happen to me. And who knows if these people step back in through time travel. So anytime I would speak out, it maybe seem like I'm being rude or disrespectful, but do somebody know what was going on behind the scenes when somebody wasn't there, wasn't looking? So my thing is not to step on anybody's toes. It's to avenge for people that may not be able to speak for their self right now. And it's to win at all costs without doing anything foul by telling the truth or using just my mental. Whatever this is that been stored up here, that in one great day, I was supposed to tell this story. So we horsing around or whatever like this, but something, let's see if something could have happened. We got lover in reverse. So yeah, this could have been, that person could have been my lover when I was in that, I call it my tiny presidential. Somebody could have been the lover, or maybe, I don't know if they wasn't, or something like this. It says false judgment. They could have removed somebody because this person would have dog walked anybody that was fucking with me. They would have played like an emperor energy, but somebody could have said, "Oh, this person ain't being this person's lover." But somebody could have called false judgment on this. This person could have been an emperor energy when it came to my well-being, but somebody could have wanted this person out. Like I said, this could be jurisdictions. Maybe when we went there, we just came there as us, but we didn't know that this was a, North Chicago thing versus Waukegan thing, or I keep on seeing, like, when I'm thinking about that Lock movie, the Lock show that I'm watching, like Lock and Key or something. It's some show that I'm liking to watch on Netflix. That it's like the key in the neck. He put the little boy put his key in his neck, and he was able to reproduce himself immediately. And then one was just standing like a statue, okay, and then one was able to move around and do other things, okay. So I'm just wondering, okay, because something happened at that time here, okay, where I feel like they did a destiny swap between, it might have been also some Indian ties about who was around, whatever like this, but I think that they swapped destinies with my cousin. Now, I don't think my Taurus. There's no way that my person was more attracted to my cousin Tiffany than me. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but I just don't think that there was any way. There's no way. I never seen him look at her like that. Nothing. There's no way. All right. So I don't know if somebody could have been brainwashed, strong armed. They could have been put in the 8 of Swords or something, and they had to take this deal or something like this. Yeah, we got ape shit energy. So this person didn't go ape shit. This could be somebody that come off as real timid, but they can probably get real feisty. Well, I think I noticed that on her page on Facebook, but I'm like, I ain't never seen that part of your ass. But she was like, until you fuck with me or something like this on her Instagram. So I don't know. This could be who goes ape shit here. This could be this kind of energy here. Okay. Um, but the person, so that this person wouldn't go ape shit. Okay. Um, maybe this was also territorial war since I had already relocated from that area. Um, but the King of Wands, that's what I'm saying. I don't think this person was I don't think this person was attracted to this person. I don't. I'm also seeing this kind of look like, this remind me like like some kind of G unit energy. Somebody could be wearing the sun's attire or something here. Because this cousin kind of looked like 50 Cent looked like All Eternal, Tarot, and also kind of looked like my cousin Tiffany. All right. But this could look like this King of Wands. This could be the King of Wands right here. Also, we got the succubus right above here. Maybe this person didn't die. Maybe they took this person or whatever and they used him. They knew they could. Like I said, if we talking about the southern parts or in North Chicago, that's Africa, right? If they're seeing like now we getting into this type of spiritual shit now. So if they was naming that Africa, like in a war maps or something like this, if they was naming those southern parts right there, Africa, that would be like Africa getting me and this man being naive, okay, like Adam and Eve in the garden, and then yeah, somebody locked somebody up with some dogs or something with some for 20 years or something. Like I don't know. This make me think about like this: the dog catcher. Why do I chase the cat? Um, I don't know why the wind is picking up and now something else is. I even got a brain fog right there. Somebody's trying to mess with something right now. But then they would have been able to capture a ecclesiastical king. They knew what I had found on my own, that God sent me, that I found on my own, and we clicked like nothing before. So We too could have been ignorant of what was going on around us. This could also represent the fire sign in me that couldn't go ape shit because I wouldn't have seen this happening. I wouldn't have seen them do this to this person. I just keep on seeing somebody coming up to somebody's house and they don't make it. They get snatched up. It's almost like these African children can smell or sense or they know certain things or something like on some of us here. It don't mean that they're more powerful. I just feel like these last 20 years, they made their way up. They slithered their way up in the justice system in these particular communities that we may still reside in. And it was all to try to set up for this great day to fight against the baby God or the young lion energy. Okay. So this could be also industry based because then those could be people like if we all came from there. But again, there could have been something that happened right then and there that and it couldn't have been that we had children because I think all of us, me, all these girls I'm talking about, we all had babies around the same age, around the same time. This was something else. Yep. There go the magic right there. They could have did something like try to get this man to give up or something of theirs or something. I don't know. They try to do magic here, maybe, on this person to make them a beggar, but this person came up or somebody grew up out of something here. Um, this could be me or this masculine or something, but somebody tried to do magic and it's backfiring, it seems to me. But that roasting session, some of them dudes was like I said, it was funny to see that how did my Taurus know some of them or something like this. I'm like, how would you even know these people? You never even hung out around here. You from the north side, way up there. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You just got your license not that long ago. How would you? But now let me mind you, Mr. Fitzgerald already lived down the street. I think that maybe we already had runnings in no, because that was after that. That was after that. Because that's when Poole met my cousin Stephanie and they had that baby. Okay. And I think the cousin Tiffany, she ended up getting pregnant by the boy named Blaine. From after that, those kicking it sessions that we was doing right then. I think I had my daughter first. But those kicking sessions and how we used to be out there messing around, kicking it or whatever like this, that's when they all start kicking it with these other people. So I was there, I think, when they yeah, because she was going with that boy Richard. And I think that's who she had her first child by. But anyways, later on, I think this Blaine dude ended up having a baby with my little cousin Jasmine. So it's something about this Moorish energy. It's something about the way these people move that's giving me real watery kind of energy. Not King of Cups, but it's giving me real Knight of Cups ish energy. Okay, it's giving me some Knight of Cups energy here. Okay. So these could be people saying, oh, this is somebody that you hung in that tree and killed our person or something like this. But there's some underground something that was going on already here, like with all of this. But this lets me know, I just feel like somebody was messing around, around something. Like, I keep on seeing about this ladder. Like this dad could have fell off a ladder and one of these people found this person and took him to the hospital, but the hospital could already been alert. See, he got like two fingers up right here. Could have been alert already that this was one of the chosen or one of the children of God that was being under these spiritual attacks. I'm pretty sure these hospitals with these underground channel services, they know when they see one of these cases coming in. So this father may not have died right then, but there could have been an accident with a ladder. Could have been an accident with a ladder or something here. because he was always up on a ladder doing something. It's a lot of shit about a ladder, and so let's just pull on that because it's a lot of something about a ladder. And I remember there was like a little beef between my dad and my Uncle John, and there's something about a ladder. There was also something about like, because my dad used to be like, oh yeah. Like I think the last time when my mom came here, she was like, oh, I went over there and I was sitting there talking and kicking it with John for a minute. And I'm like, that's strange a little bit. I'm not saying that my mom and my Uncle John wasn't cool when I was growing up. But what I'm saying is, why did you go to Uncle John's house? So you just went over there and knocked on the door like that. But I knew the aunties didn't really fuck with my mom. They didn't really, they didn't, I feel like they was with me, but I think it was a kind of like my sister lived in Texas, so I feel like with her, it's always the distance that make the heart grow fonder. You know what I'm saying? They seen me all the time, but when she came to town, everybody like, oh, Evelyn, it was kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, even though she never reached out to them and called them from what I know. You understand? And I was around. It just always like movie star appeal or something. Like I don't think she got that from anybody else. I didn't see her get that from school or from the park or anything or any. But with the family, it's like they upped up this person like it was a superstar. But when I went out in the expanse of life, people treated me like locals and shit treated me like they wanted to hang out with me. Like, oh hey girl, you here? Oh hell no, like she here or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? But the family, because I feel like it's always some, and we ain't even talking about. Cause I don't feel no kind of ways about none of this shit. What we saying is, I'm just re-examining something, right? Because that would maybe explain why it feels like the family or whatever's connected to this family or whatever's running this family has something to do with this inheritance. That would be their subconscious, thinking money or excitement or, oh, that's the person or something like this. But it's almost like, nah. It's almost like the streets knew who the money or something like this in this situation was supposed to go to. But because the family could have conspired first and then it just branched out into a whole community thing, maybe that made them feel better. Wounded warrior here. Because that would be the oldest part. It had to start with family. It starts at home first. So if these people try to swap this out and give this destiny to my sister for whatever reason, light-skinnedness, whatever reason, but it's like, how does the public view you? And I still have more of a wallflower kind of appearance, I feel, like when I went to nightclubs and stuff like that, especially. But, it's just something else. I'm just trying to look at this a little different way. Like I have more, I thought, like friends, like, but it's just like, like I had a closer knit union, but with the people that I was hanging out with most. But did that even matter in the end if they was compromised? So we got the wounded warrior here. Okay. Somebody could have got up from after a battle. They could have been hit their head or something like this. All right. There could be this situation right here where there's 5 of wands here. All right. Because I'll never forget, even I felt like I was young, but I also knew where this auntie was coming from because she was like, oh, that's his car? Oh, that's his car. He always coming over here with a new car. His parents must got a lot of money. And something, something, something. And I'm just thinking back to that little conversation because I'm thinking like, So somebody could have seen, oh, Shalana got a good little boyfriend. You know how people be talking, in the family around behind not behind your back, but like when they talking to each other. Yeah, Shalana got picked up by this little boy, cute little boy. He got a good, I don't know, his parents got money. You see, I feel like that's where something started right there. And they was going to try to take this man from me with this destiny and all this shit or something like this, right? It's something like this that's so weird to me. Wounded warrior here. And some type of battle or some type of fight. Because I know I pissed them dudes off that night. But they, you know, they were all digging in on me too. But I'm just like, you know, if we want to go to roasting, you know, I can fit in there. You know, and usually if I outwit a man, they get real angry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody could have went right to work and start changing some documentation or something like this and start changing something. But also, if there was other entities in that area that was older energies and they were able to taste my energy or have a whiff of my energy when I was staying over there, since a little girl, nobody probably had picked up my scent like that, then that means that, okay, an older masculine energy could have been like, oh, I'm keeping this one or something like this attached to me. You go off with that one. Yeah, take that little stuff or whatever. Because whoever these is, they would want to keep somebody stuck, stagnant, without information, without finances, so that the person is like holding somebody hostage in a certain way, right? Keeping these princes hostage and then letting these other rogue energies walk around as if they're princes. There's definitely some Moorish or Arabic appeal here. Also, you imagine if me and this masculine energy was actually, or I'll just say myself, was supposed to be more oceanic, and I was supposed to come back and rule these people over these people one day, and they knew that because they had the access to the information from the underworld or from the other side. Even these feathers didn't have the information from the other side. We seen all them cardinals in the reverse earlier with the eight of swords over here. Somebody might be getting this intel now. But they could have did this. They could have beat up this person and start working right away on making this person go into this two of cups with this person that they wasn't even wanting to be in a lover situation with. This could even be. We'll keep that to ourselves. And look, what did I just tell you? Eight of Swords, and they put somebody in the Eight of Swords, and they lifted them up to water the garden, but not the garden. This could be water, something above the garden. Yep. I feel like this is what this is. They could have took, even if whether this was this cousin or another one, they took them on some kind of voyage overseas or something like this. They did something, and somebody left me this way. And now somebody else wanted to stand tall for this person here. They could be holding back this dark energy here. And now somebody else is about to be crying here. Somebody that thought they was over this man's head is going to be crying, or is something about something crying here. Or this could be this person. At first they were standing tall right here for somebody when they was in this energy, and now they crying. Because I feel like when they flip you upside down like this, but this could have been just for knowledge only, or for some type of essence only. They probably wasn't doing lovers here. This could also be for testing. This could be somebody gave somebody up for some type of testing, scientific testing or something at that time. Because it says not to lovers. These were not to lovers, but to scientists. Or some kind of study like the Tuskegee Airmen. Which were Air Force energy. So these could be sons of the air or air energies here, or heirs. Yep. And then we got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody could have started dealing with this Queen of Cups in reverse here, on a tribal level. A little while after that, I think 9/11 happened, so. There could have been money, too, that came out of this, because this is giving me twin towers right here with these two things look exactly alike. This one don't. This one look different. But these two right here in the middle, they look exactly alike. There was some money. There was some inheritance that came from something like this as well. Okay. And that was the first thing. That was the first hit or something like this, possibly. That got this person on this road to whatever this is here. Recovery even maybe. Because the hijacked planes could be, there could have been one in that house, in my grandma's house. Wait, no. These hijacked planes. Snakes on a plane. Oh, there's that peppermint demon angel right there underneath there. This person is drinking. Somebody got somebody in the Eight of Swords in reverse even now, so this person can drink from somebody's essence. So they could have been just keeping me in a situation here to keep this person healthy. Somebody might have health problems or something. And it's almost like that movie with the medical emancipation here. Somebody is only keeping somebody alive, whether it be somebody would have me think that somebody would think that they would think that I was this special when it can't be, because the way these people are. But it could have turned into this over time. A friendship, a tighter knit friendship. They can talk about things that this person couldn't bring up to me. If this person was just watching me on the screen all this time, not being able to touch me or something like this. And then there's warm bodies next to this person. Somebody lifted somebody up this way, not for lovers, not even for no pleasure here. Okay? But just to please this energy here. This peppermint demon energy. So this has been somebody that has been trying to play God in the garden for a little bit here. This is somebody, they might even be a hypocrite. They could be saying, oh, who is these people to think that they could, but this person was doing it. Or maybe somebody could be tripping because they don't have access no more. I don't know. And now they feel bad. Nine of Swords. That's why somebody tried to keep somebody stuck in one spot. But that would mean that these would be my sons, though. How could this person could not be over me? That means that they've already been signed and sunned. Like, what? Unless somebody tried to change something. Yeah, we got a King of Cups in reverse. This who could have tried to change something. King of Cups and Queen of Cups in reverse. Drop down and get your eagle on. So this person could have got dropped down from this position. And they could now be a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups tribal energies in reverse. Somebody could have even sacrificed a baby. Or got a miscarriage. Or tried to put this baby on somebody else. That's what they're doing with this equipment. Or this access. Now, there could be times where these people could have been using you for trafficking, and it was helpful for you, for somebody to come and check on you. Or else you'd be real fucked up right now. But this only because somebody was getting something from you or something like this. But somebody sacrificed a baby here. Or they're storing a baby up for later or something like this here. This could also be with this Athena energy. So somebody could have thought the threesome was going to be me, this person, and this peppermint energy. But now since I'm like about to smack the shit out of somebody for trying to force me to do something that I don't know all the full whatever about, they could be trying to use this Athena energy. And this could be who has taken a baby recently. Or somebody has a baby with this person. The baby could be 1 year old or something. These are the people that wanted to take this road and stick to some kind of street or some kind of African values here in America. I don't know. I don't even think that these are Native American. This is like African, something like this. Okay, so my stomach is starting to hurt all of a sudden after I ate that plum. It made me not even want to eat nothing from nowhere, from nobody no more. And this person is probably dealing with this masculine, this owl energy in the spirit, but this person could also be carrying something. This person could also have something. This person could be the one that came in trying to unpack their stuff, but they had to flee or leave quickly after taking something. And it's this baby. Because somebody's trying to take some seed from me or something like this. This could be 1 day ago, 1 week ago, 1 year ago. Um, yeah, and now this person is going to these collective of bushes to his nut bush. All right, the women that's always gonna be able to be there for him to bust one on them, around them, or something, or take their so-called spiritual baths. You nasty bitches. I know what you've been doing. But he's always kept this one over here underneath him. This could be this energy here. Who is this lion that's supposed to be on top right now? Who's supposed to be the king or queen or king, queen in the UK? Somebody did already even sent some people over there 20 or 30 years ago, like Georgia Lee, to get an accent. Phoenicia Gates, Adele. They already sent these people over there to prep to sit on this throne instead of me. Some of these people that I'm noticing in these collective, this is like my play sister's friend that used to work with her that my husband has never seen in his life, probably. These are people that got pulled into this, and I only knew her like, "Oh, your friend such and such coming over? Oh, okay. Yeah, she's cool or whatever. She's cool or whatever." And sometimes I be thinking, do they well, these people could have strife because they might go back in each other's Akashic records, and somebody might be trying to think what I was thinking, but sometimes when they going back to these times, they could be seeing what they were saying. This could be why these people have strife sometimes, okay? But this is this. So this person had been trying to hover over this person here. Now this ain't no baby today. We just saying that this is somebody that would be not as up to date. They don't want somebody to be up to date with real world problems and struggles because these people think that they could do it better. So you could com- to convert this person over. This could have probably was supposed to happen at 13. Another time at 20. They stole the opportunity then. Another time this time, that time. Nobody's supposed to be this old and not have the knowledge, a certain type of knowledge by now that got this in their blood, right? They got this birthright or got this in their blood. These people are celebrating this, saying something about your immaturity. But I know how you got it, a chip. And it ain't in your blood and it's not in your destiny to stand where you think you about to stand. Yeah, we got the magician right here. Somebody was doing magic, okay? They even did something to get this man up off the ground, okay? But still leave the actual person that's the actual king, which could be this red. There go the red robe right here. This is her now, then. This is the red in defense. So somebody waking up from this gonna be pissed off. You don't even have to, you're not even gonna, I don't have to be on here. I'm telling y'all, I don't have to do it like that. You could tell in what's exuding through my energy in the past couple days that this is wrath. Wrath don't have to sound like yelling and hooting and hollering. Wrath is something else. You might even be able to see it in somebody's eyes. Somebody's trying to access somebody's records or Akashic records or something. They want to know what's going on in the upper parts. These people could have even put themselves in the upper chambers. Now they don't know what to do up there. This magic is backfiring on these people. So somebody trying to get you pregnant now or something like this so that you could take them something. But these people think they're about to take this money or pocket this baby or this money or something like this or this opportunity, and you're not. All right. So what else could have happened that night? Yeah, what I just say. They want somebody to reject somebody, but I don't think that this is going to happen. And the reason why I say I cannot, somebody saying no marriage, you damn right. I said what I said. I have to consent in a certain way, and it's not your ways. It's not your ways. And this is what I'm saying. I've been told by God directly that I cannot practice in their practices of marriage because they are going to try to steal something, or these are people I cannot trust, or they are going to try to get this marriage and they're going to try to kill me. So I cannot get married. This a queen or a king, queen, emperor, empress, whatever, that's just not doing it. The rules don't have to, the rules are not the same for me. These little villagers that speak a whole different language, you think I'm going to let them arrange my life? You think I'm going to sit in front of a bunch of people that's talking in a language that I don't understand? That's supposed to be worshiping me right now? If we want to take it to the Bible and say that that's what this is, then why are you doing shit behind my back? You think I'm going to let some people that's supposed to be worshiping me? See, this is that hardiness. You done had so much time to play in somebody else's energy, and this is where you're about to be sitting your motherfucking ass down. So even I was not told that I was going to be in a place like this where I don't speak the language and that I'm going to be being misused, abused, stolen from, or something like that. No, it doesn't say that. Do it. So even if you want to use that one right now, it's still going to tell the truth about the situation. And I told you, you're not about to steal this. And the animal kingdom is in reverse. They was given a chance to see what they would do. God looked the other way, maybe even let them practice. It says in the Bible that this will happen. Now, we don't know. But could have seen how far they was going to go with this. And we see that they wasn't able to handle it. And they just wanted one chance to do this. But you had to go back to the drawing board like you wanted me to. Yeah, they dealt with this treacherous family here in reverse. And now they all stuck because they listened to this nut bush. They had this man paying attention to this nut bush instead of investing and teaching this person that was under his foot that would be still considered as like this to these people because they have a little bit more knowledge. But if it's not the knowledge that we need to go on with my plans for the future, then it is a non-factor to me. So I don't have to have knowledge about who's screwing who amongst you guys. Oh, well, it's not even my main priority. And it's kind of sad that we're here because I was like, oh, I can't even feel my chest when I fell asleep because that lets me know that we on a whole different playing field now. But God, after knowing these people try to sacrifice somebody, we're on a whole nother playing field now. And oh, they're going to give this money. This would have been a traumatized. None of these people that did this would have been able to sit through this type of abuse. Okay. There's also a high priestess here. That's trying to throw a masculine energy underwater because they could have been in this beggared energy. Okay. Or this high priestess just did something to try to raise this man up a little bit. Okay. But I feel like even though this is still somebody paying somebody back for something. Okay. Somebody could just be scared. Yep. Because of whatever they was talking about or whatever. Yep. 3 of Pentacles, Empress in reverse. That's not the real Empress. They're getting caught up for this identity theft. Yeah, they wanted the young person that's been imprisoned falsely all their life. They wanted this person to be in a 9 of Swords and you're not, or I'm not. Yeah, 9 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Neither one of these people can bring a 9 of Swords to this energy. Not the tribal unions or whatever these are. And not these ecclesiastical energies or the church or the state or whatever. None of these people are able to do this here. They even could have took and sacrificed some children here. But I'm saying store them up in heaven where they won't be touched or devoured or something. But again, if the enemies are in heaven, then you can't do that. Yeah, but that's what they're doing. They're storing them up in heaven, and then they want to hit somebody in the head here. They could be sending a gunshot in here to somebody's head while you're blindfolded. It could be this water snake and this man here. They're all about this Africa, but Africa is in the reverse here now, okay? Because of this, whatever this is that they've been doing, sacrificing these children and putting hits out on this person, using some type of weird, strange voodoo, something, some kind of shit. So I don't even know. I'm stuttering. I don't even know what this could be, okay? Yeah. Somebody could have bruised somebody's heel, and now somebody's bruising somebody's foot. This could be a Sagittarius, and they're doing it in front of all these people here. Yep. This could be the message here, too. And somebody coming with a... George Washington was a good old man, too. He jumped out the window with in his hand. Sorry, old lady, just doing my duty. Pull down your pants and give me some booty. Y'all remember that? Somebody could be taking up crafty counsel for this. But I don't even think this is the real energy. This is somebody that's playing in that part right now. This is somebody that's not the person. Yeah, they're not going to be able to move forward because of something here. Yeah, somebody wanted to keep on. Somebody could even be foreign, y'all. And they're claiming to be one of the founding fathers. They could have even said you were foreign, is what I just heard. Yeah, look. But somebody found this person that was cloaking themselves in the clothing of the sun. They found out this person was lying, okay? And that they never gave this paperwork, or they never read the will. Whoever, what is the person that come, the executor of the will or something? I was trying to remember stuff, but I'm telling you, they're doing brain fog because I was doing some research on wills and stuff like this, or I was just listening to a lot of people talking about this, and it's making it hard for me to even want to sit still and listen to like 5-minute videos, because it's not because I'm not interested in what these people are saying. It's because because there is some type of what do I want to say? Even when I know I'm listening about this particular thing, or if I try to read a paragraph about this particular thing, the information is not sticking in my head. It's taking me back to high school. I feel like it was when I was going to take the Constitution test. I did all that study and everything. I know you can't really study it, but I think I did a good job on it. But still, I was so scared because I'm like, oh my God, this thing is supposed to be so important and everything like this. But everything was foggy. Like, I've always had this problem around testing. And I feel like it was to block out something to create lower test scores. Okay. But I remember when I went to take that GED test, my play sister went and took it, and I went and took it. And when we went and took it, now see, they could have took these people out to get other knowledge or something after this. But when I went and took that test, okay, that the lady was astonished with my test score. Okay. The lady was astonished with my test score. It was something that she had never really seen. So, you know, maybe that building or something like this. I don't know. But I feel like in school, everything is already set up for those of us that would be these particular type of children. They know what time you go into class, what time to do this, what time to do that. But there could have been something about the placement of this building here, or something why they weren't able to affect me like that in this particular building when I took that test. We got a King of Pentacles in reverse here. This person could have lied. I don't know. Somebody could have lied. They could be dealing with this Mommy Watson energy. This could be this crew cut energy. Yeah, it's black, it's white. They could have had their foot on the neck of somebody that's mixed or something about this black and white energy. This is not necessarily um, uh, checkerboard, but it is like a pinwheel energy here. These people, this water snake was streaming all this time in somebody else's energy, in somebody else's stream. Somebody had their fingers in somebody else's stream or something here. I'm telling you. And they were sending people in some kind of way here that would make you feel shame. You know, it will make you feel shamed here. Okay? So if somebody thought that these people was going to come in and flood you or something like this, I don't know, there could be a deal that was cut though here. That these people take the fall so that there won't be a flood. Or it'd be like, man, if they found out I could hear somebody saying, if they found out y'all was doing this shit, and somebody's trying to stop a flood from happening here because of it. But I feel like somebody sees it fit, though. There's a tail end of this so-called flood in reverse, though, too. Sagittarius coming out again with this Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody tried to end a contract or a marriage or something like this. Somebody trying to force this eternal energy, but they can't. Death is in reverse. Somebody could have cut a deal here. Not to flood if these people forfeit or something like this. But that's not the deal that I want. They're going to forfeit. And you still going to, because I said something about the in the Navy now or something. It wasn't the Army. It wasn't nothing. But I was picking up on air and water. Air and water. It's got to come in. And I don't know why somebody's acting like that's a weird thing that's to be requested or demanded or something like this. Somebody has to salvage what's left of this heinous crime or this genocide or something like this. Yeah, these people had to be left out in the cold. They don't got no business there anyway. They never did. Hierophant in reverse. This could be an Aries or Taurus that's in reverse as well. Yeah. They was teaching this LGBTQ and them shit here. Also trying to put other people in some things because of whoever this person is that look like the sun up here. Whatever this is, this shit is going backwards here. It's not going to be happening the way that they think. But I'm telling you, something could have happened right then. Like, these people could have already been altered, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, these people about to have to give it all back. These is people, I'm hearing Chicago. I don't know. These are people that, you know, could have brought you in as something at some point in time. You know, the lady, you know, the owner of the nail shop that the bitch went to on just to bring you in on this shit or something like this, knowing that somebody was supporting this with somebody's finances or something, or this was actually somebody's company that's why I said I'm same way what I just claimed the tarot community. I claim this shit too. Because this is the method of how, now we was all kind of plus size and all this and that or whatever like this, but I know what model, I know what this shit is modeled after. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I know why it's dwindling down and why it's not all that no more either. I don't give a fuck what your views say. Somebody can make up, these day and age, somebody can make up how good a TV show is doing. Your shit is going bad because you don't have the proper person in charge of it. Everybody want to be the boss. I already know what can amp it up or change it or something to save your damn lives. Because I'm a natural born. Everything I touch, I can revamp it. It don't have to show the wealth on my body. It don't have to show the wealth on me. But I bet you when I'm vibing with you like that, you understand? I'll be that hippie that come in and change your whole life of your whole business. And you like, well, this person hasn't been in marketing, blah, 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 blah. But you can let me go ahead and through your company, fly in, stay at your hotels, taste some of the food. You can send me up in there. I'm a really good critic. And I bet you'll come out with a couple more ideas that's going to make you a lot more motherfucking money. Now, I think that these are the consultations that many people have come to be businessmen. That could be, it don't have to be, even be a sexual thing with these businessmen. But this is what I feel like they were using my noggin for this whole time. But there's no pay for play or whatever the fuck this is. Or if it is, somebody ain't getting I'm not getting my shit. And it's not supposed to be when somebody want to give it to me. It's supposed to be when I said I'm ready. And so this is something like this. This might be where the balls crushing coming in. You know what I'm saying? With some type of mobster mentality or something. As we saying this, we got the 3 of Cups right here. Telling you, somebody might be saying, okay, well, we're not going to do it. We'll go, or we found somebody else or something. No, there's no more made. I just told you that. So you can't go getting another bitch and putting my intellectual property and then going off of that. No, there's no other way to go. I already know I'm the only fucking one. This is my world. I already know this is my shit. I bring out your best bitch. It's going to be my shit. You can't fool me. It's done. The whole shit trademarked. Something. I mean, you just can't do it. Everybody wanted to be their bitch so bad. And it's sad. The motherfucker that's supposed to be repping me don't even want it to be me. You know what I'm saying? It's so sad. I gotta fight for every fucking scrap. I've been fighting all my fucking life. You think some bitch that been getting some silver spoon in her mouth with droplets of my energy and my essence on it is about to stand over me and take some bitch, I'll cut your fucking legs off in the spirit. We got the 3 of Swords here. And somebody really about to take a pass with this. Like it's not going to expose the 30 years or more of whatever the fuck this is that y'all been doing. Magic. With these people. Blocking opportunities. Taking these seed or whatever. Y'all, I'm telling you, about to have a whole unit. You about to have a whole world of motherfuckers go down. I promise you. Yep. Trying to keep somebody stuck so you can drink out of their Akashic records, or out of their intellectual property. That's why there's laws against this. Doesn't matter what race you are. You can come here and penetrate and put your laws on people your foreign laws on somebody or something like this, and you ain't gonna have to pay when you do something. Then we could send all these motherfuckers back today. No hesitation. And that's self-love. That's love right there. That's taking care of my business. We got the 9 of Pentacles out here. Somebody could be acting like this. All right? But they're going to have to give it up. And there's something about this childhood union here that's over. This could be this Melvin energy. Justice is coming because this Melvin family or these Barnes or these McBrides or whatever all these people took this, these other Furman's children, all these people that took something from me or something from my kingdom, okay? But the kingdom is still standing here. King of Cups. The World card is in reverse. You saw the World card. But I feel like there was a group of people that went, but for what? It went sour. Or again, how can I be the apple of my own eye? How could I be if I'm gonna be going up as God? Who I can't be the World card then? But I was the last one. So now it's time for these people to suffer or something here. And whatever they thought they created in my likeness to be torn down. And for all my energy, every single piece of energy that's beneficial to me to be returned to me, every piece of skin, every child named on the roster. I don't care if you got to go across the nation and blood test every baby and go down to Mexico, in every country to blood test every fucking baby in these communities. Wherever they hide them. It's about to be a tower moment to these people. In the same pit they thought that somebody was going to be falling in, that's what you're going to be falling into. Somebody trying to sneak out with a little skinny bones person. All right? There could be justice about whatever this is, or there could be a king of swords that is able to contest what this person is saying with this sword that's coming up from underneath somebody's bed. So somebody could have loved somebody at one point in time, this sword, even though they put these people higher. Okay? It might even be one of these people that try to take this person out. We got this snake having to let go of this angel. Now, there's also somebody also that I was saying somebody was going to die when they went to the South or something, to ATL, or when they went to the South or something like this. But I was told the other day, now I just forgot what I was about to say, but I was told the other day that it wasn't that kind of death, though. It wasn't that kind of death. It could have been also something that was done by a Queen of Wands that's trying to keep a poker face. All right. They didn't protect somebody, right? Somebody put somebody out in the cold and didn't protect them, or they locked them out and didn't give them their wallet or something like this. Because I keep imagining, my daughter keep playing this little game with me. I go outside in the middle of the night like, oh, I got to run and get something out the car. And I'm trying to run to the car fast and come back in the house. Because I've had like different dreams about like well, it wasn't me that got eaten. I had to watch a wolf come in, or a coyote come and eat my granddaughter. Okay. And then just came in and then went up and went towards my daughter or something. Like we was in three different layers or areas in this we was in front of this big ass house, and we was like at different portions, three different like positions or something. And I couldn't get to either one of them fast enough or something like this, right? And also I keep getting an envision of somebody getting shot in their back or something like this, or the back of their head or something at a doorway. Okay. So I'll be telling her, don't play around like that at night or whatever. And also the other one is like, again, creatures. It's also making me think that I could have witnessed a abnormal attack when I was a young girl at the bottom of that hill by my grandma's house. Okay, when I think Furman's children lived down there and the Gates lived on one side. These are both, this could be very powerful too, or it could be significant because these are like the darker skinned children in the family, but I think they could be like Haitian or Dominican or something. And then, well, at least maybe Haitian or something like this. And then, what was I gonna say? But see, all these people is claiming, like all of a sudden they come out the woodwork saying Haitians are but they knew that this Mary or this Phoenix Moon or whoever these bitches I'm calling out, they knew one day that I was gonna call out the fact where these girls was from. And somebody trying to act like, oh, they have this some kind of meteor hit. But yeah, but still, let's not say like these are the people that I was hanging around with and sleeping at their house with and everything like this, and I know what was going down. Okay, so I know that this energy was transported. They could try to act like it was through their little nephew or whatever, but I already know I had the energy. So I could be the meteor that hit the motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? And it could have been my energy that rubbed off. So stop trying to take the credit. Stop. Stop. We got this Sag energy is in reverse here. I'm going to get off of here because my mind keep going blank. Okay. And the moon, something is being unveiled, and somebody is seeing that they dealing with a bad bitch, all right. Okay. When it comes to a certain person. Yeah. And they skipped out on the Temperance Angel. So that's it. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.